So we're so excited to welcome to our business segment today for the very first time, Third Dimension, and of course in the persons of the operations manager, Mrs. Felicia Barbs, and also the marketing manager, Ms. Sayer Pinder. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having us.
Welcome. It's great to have you guys. It's great to have you guys.
Imaginary round table.
Thank you.
So we want to talk about the Home Expo, but before we get there, let's talk about Third Dimension.
Context.
Yes.
We need to know what is Third Dimension.
Yes, we need to know what is Third Dimension, what is being offered, and then let's talk a little bit about this exciting expo that you guys have coming up.
Yes, so Third Dimension is a prominent home improvement store and hardware retailer here in Grand Bahama. We're located on Yellow Pine Street. We have various departments, including building materials, tiles, housewares, lawn and garden, plumbing, electrical, hand tools, and hardware. We cater to contractors, homeowners, DIYers in Grand Bahama.
DIYers.
I'm not a DIYer.
I try. I always fail and need a contractor later. But you know,
I'm a honeydew
store
mister.
a store like Third Dimension would be perfect for me. So that's one of the good things. That's something you didn't know, huh?
No.
Yeah. But I need a contractor later,
You
so it's
look,
okay.
you look the part of a DIYer, but it's not you.
It's not me.
Okay,
I try. I get adventurous. Yeah, you know, try a little bit.
I'm a honeydew lister.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine. So Third Dimension has been here within the city of Freeport for several years now. And of course, if I could just jump over to Ms. Bobs for just a quick second, when we talk about the history of Third Dimension, we've seen that there's been an expansion, you know, a tremendous change. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Well, our expansion took place last year, October, the end of November. We had our grand opening on November 3rd. Basically, what we did was we opened our store to the entire building. What we did before is we had the store sectioned off, but now we've opened it to serve each Bahamian, each contractor, anybody that's kind of doing projects in Freeport, to expand in each department of what we offer. So we expanded. We actually included our new paint center. We never used to mix paint before, so we added a paint center. We also expanded our door selection, as well as each department that we had, from what she mentioned before. So everything got expanded so that you're able to basically make Third Dimension a one-stop shop.
So everything for the home from the ground up, really.
Basically.
And all on the inside.
Exactly.
One-stop shop.
You provide
I like the
contractors
convenience.
too?
I got some people on my list.
So in walking through the store, I must say, you know, it felt good.
Yes.
You know, after you opened it up and did the renovation, it just feels so good. I mean, because you know we like new things,
Yes.
right?
Right,
yes.
You know, and to go in and just walk, and then walk some more, and then walk some more. I was like, oh, this is big.
Yes.
It's really nice. It's really nice. I would have had the opportunity to be there more recently. It's bright.
It is
Yeah.
bright.
It's very well organized. I can say that for sure. Very well organized. And of course, you guys have some products that, because you would have expanded into the home-based business, the home-based products, you had an opportunity to be able to provide things that we normally wouldn't think would be in Third Dimension.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about some of the additional products that you would have brought to the table that people may not know that you now offer.
Right, so we have this, it's a brand new product that we carry called Retique It. And what it is if you want something to look like wood, you can use Retique It. It's a liquid wood kit. So you would simply apply it to a hard surface, be it concrete, drywall, plastic, anything of that nature, even Formica. You would simply paint it, and then it has a wood grain texture that would be applied to it.
Okay.
So it would make the final product look like wood.
I saw it on TikTok.
Yes, we have it all over our social media.
I saw it on TikTok. I'm like,
Okay.
I'm gonna try this, but since you're the DIYer, I'm gonna let you try that first.
Let's see. I don't know. Give me something to put it on. Let's see what it looks like. But I don't
Let's
know.
find a chair and try it
That may
on
be a
first.
lot for me. That may be maybe a lot for me. Stick with just putting up pictures and stuff. But yeah. All right. That's wonderful. Any other products that you might want to feature and talk about before we move on? Because you have so many great products there.
Yes. We also got in a brand new paint line. It's called Evolve. It's an eco-friendly paint. It is a paint that you can use on the interior and exterior, and it also includes a primer in it. So normally you would have to buy a primer separate, or you would have to purchase an expensive brand like Sherwin-Williams and stuff like that. So it's eco-friendly. It's very, very inexpensive that we just started to bring to the community of Grand Bahama.
So
Okay.
paint and primer and tint.
Right.
Yes.
So then that's saving me money.
And when I'm
Exactly.
hearing eco-friendly, I'm thinking that this is something that would be sustainable over time as
Yes,
well.
exactly. It has a minimum warranty, I think, on it is about 25 years at least.
Shut the front door.
I'm telling you, when I saw it at a trade show, it really took me by surprise that you can get all of that in one, and it haven't as well as good quality. They have pre-mixed paint, like for basic colors that they use, like a white, a tan, like basic colors that you would see on an everyday. It's not really tintable in all type of different colors, but they already have pre-mixed paint with different colors that you would choose, and it's right there available at our paint counter.
Right at
Okay.
the paint counter. Now, you came in their trade show. I'm going to pop right over to the expo.
Yes.
Can we talk a little about your expo? What made you decide to do an expo?
Okay, well, I basically came up with the idea one day after traveling to a recent trade show in New Orleans. I said to myself that we really don't have this in Grand Bahama, and it's something that everybody can really profit off of. Something that you could go to get everything in one-stop shop, because a regular builder and a regular homeowner wouldn't know where to start, wouldn't know who to choose, wouldn't know where to go. Basically, basic needs like financing and stuff like that. So I thought of the idea to say, let's target a homeowner. Let's try to promote our own contractors here in Grand Bahama so that they're able to get more clients, put themselves out there, show their portfolios, show the things that they've completed in the past. And I wanted to do it for my contractors, do it for the other businesses in the community, as well as other banks and real estate agents and stuff like that. So it came to my idea, and I thought of it, and I said, you know what, let's kind of do this annually to promote the businesses of Grand Bahama.
I love that.
Annually.
Yes.
She talked about it here first. It's already known.
Exactly.
The tea.
Right. So let's talk in detail now, Ms. Pinder, about the expo itself. So what can persons expect when they come to the expo?
Yeah, so as she mentioned, we would have different companies. Some of the companies we would have are CIBC, who's a major sponsor. We would have the Port Authority as well. We would have Keys Realty, James Charles, H.G. Christie, Family Guardian Insurance, Kalina Insurance, Honeydew Maintenance, Flawless Construction, Royal Bank, San Jose Construction, and Alive. They would be
They
at
would be
the
a part
expo,
of,
yes.
of the expo. So
Right.
there's the funders and the financiers, the insurance
Construction,
companies,
yes,
the real
a little
estate
bit of
companies, the contractors. So this is like a little ecosystem that's being
That's what she
created
said.
here.
She's putting it all
yeah.
together.
Yeah, putting everyone in the room. So what is the setup like? Are you guys going to have booths? How can I talk to these people? Like, what does that look like?
So the setup, it will be indoors and outdoors on the balcony at Pelican Bay Hotel. I don't think I mentioned the date. It will be this Saturday, June 7th, from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. in the Delphine's room. So you can just walk right in. Well, first of all, we do want persons to register so that we can contact you and give you a reminder. And when you come to the event, you can simply just walk to the different booths who you may be interested in and get the information that you need.
Okay.
Now, I know I would have seen the flyer. You're also going to have an Airbnb session
Right.
going on during the expo. Let's talk a little bit about that, because persons are hearing about this home expo, they're hearing about Airbnb. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Right. So the Airbnb session is separate. It will be in the Coral and Reef room at Pelican Bay, and that will take place from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. And what we will have is persons such as Felicia Barbs. We will have Corindo Davis. We will also have Donna Lang, and we will also have Ellison Delva speaking on how to start an Airbnb in Grand Bahama and how to be successful at it and the costly mistakes to avoid when running an Airbnb. So that's primarily what that session will be on.
And as persons are listening right now to the expo, is there a cost to the expo? What time does the expo start itself? And is there a difference between just attending just the expo to go and see the persons as opposed to sitting in on the Airbnb session?
Yes, so the Airbnb session is $100 and the exhibition is free. So, yes.
Okay, so
persons-
exhibition is free. Airbnb session is $100. Where can persons register for the event?
Right, so persons can register for the free expo. You can simply click on the ads on our Facebook page and you would be on the forms to sign up. And then for the session, You would simply pay on paythirddimension.com, or you can come in store and pay at the register, $100.
Made it easy.
Now, very easy. What does it feel like, Mrs. Barbs, to see the business thriving and growing and moving into these new avenues? What does that feel like as, being a part of this family-based business? Tell us about that.
It's a great honor, Freeport always is looking for that new something, and for me as a young native Grand Bahamian, I'm always looking for something that that pulls my eye and doesn't do the same thing all the time, because you would only really expect sales and stuff to really pull customers in. So with what we're trying to give to Grand Bahama, we want to give you a different experience. We want to give you that feel of coming to a hardware store, getting all you need for your home, but also getting that informational side of it. So it makes me feel great to be a part of that, to be a team of it, to provide new ideas for us to cater to Grand Bahama, as well as it's being my family's business, being that pioneer basically with the new ideas that we bring to Grand Bahama. So it's a real honor to kind of be in the business of it, as well as doing all these things on a daily basis.
I kind of
Sounds
feel
wonderful.
the excitement coming from
Yes,
you. But
Yes, I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, that's wonderful, right? I like the whole idea of the family business.
Yeah.
The Grand Bahamian business growing and thriving and expanding. I had an opportunity as well to go to the opening that you guys had. Very, very happy to be there, very grateful to be there. But to see the entire family coming together. And when you go to the business, the entire family is working in the business. Yes, yes. And so kudos to you guys. Congratulations on what you're doing. Please continue to do that. And of course, we want to do a quick wrap because Ms. Pinder, I want to hear from you again. Of course, give us all of the details regarding the event that is happening this weekend. Place, time, location, cost, etc.
Right, so the event is taking place at the Pelican Bay Hotel this Saturday from 2 p.m. to 6 p.m. That's for the free exhibition that will be in the Delphines room. Now, for the paid session, the Airbnb session, it's $100, and it will be in the Coral and Reef room from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m.
And that's upstairs.
And that's
Right.
upstairs. Okay.
Yes.
And I was told that people need to be able to register very quickly for that
Yes,
particular event.
yes.
Seats are limited, and of course they're running really quickly. So we want to encourage you guys. The first annual Home Expo is happening under Third Dimension, and of course you heard it. We're going to have the financiers in the room. I heard Quarendo Davis, CIBC, maybe some others, the realtors, all of the people that need to be in that ecosystem and that space to be able to support you, all of the contractors as well. And so congratulations again to you guys, and thank you so much for joining us to tell us about this event. And of course, Grand Bahama, make sure you come out and you support Third Dimension, family-owned business and growing to be a staple in the hardware and home setup space here in Grand Bahama. All things home. And so we really appreciate having them here with us. And of course, we want to remind you, make sure that you follow their social media so that you can see what is happening on that day. I'm sure that the marketing team is going to have that all out there. And of course, you don't just want to see it there, you want to be there in person for that free exhibition that's happening at the Delphines room at Pelican Bay. I know parking is going to be so tight because everybody's going to be there, right?
Right.
So you're going to be early? Are you going to be early?
We're going to be early because
I like to be early.
We've been sharing it and make sure people know they want to be a part of this major event.
Absolutely, absolutely.